Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something really exciting for anyone in the trades, delivery business, or just running a small business that needs a reliable work van. Toyota has just dropped their updated 2026 Proace City, and let me tell you, this little workhorse is packed with some seriously impressive updates that make it more compelling than ever. Now, before we jump in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we're constantly bringing you the latest news on commercial vehicles, vans, and everything in between. Alright, let's get into it. So first off, what exactly is the Proace City? It's Toyota's compact van that sits in that super popular small commercial vehicle segment, competing with vans like the Nissan Townstar, Mercedes Echelon, and the Renault Kangoo. The beauty of the Proace City is that it is genuinely compact for city driving, but doesn't skimp on cargo capacity. We're talking about a van that can still swallow 2 Euro pallets, which is pretty remarkable for something this nimble. For 2026, Toyota has given the Proace City a major refresh, and the biggest news is the introduction of a brand new trim level called GX Plus. This sits right between the entry-level GX and the top-spec VX, and honestly, it might just be the sweet spot for a lot of buyers. The GX Plus brings you a gorgeous 10-inch multimedia touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, so you can seamlessly integrate your smartphone. No more fiddling with phone mounts and cables while you're trying to navigate to your next job site. Everything's right there on that crisp display. Let's talk design for a second. The Proace City has always had this practical, no-nonsense look, and Toyota's kept that going for 2026. It's not trying to be flashy because, let's be honest, that's not what work vans need to be. What you get is clean lines, excellent visibility from the driver's seat thanks to those large windows, and a front end that's unmistakably Toyota. The side profile is all about functionality with optional single or double sliding side doors, which makes loading and unloading in tight spaces an absolute breeze. And those rear swing doors? They open wide enough to make even bulky loads manage. Here's where things get really interesting. The 2026 Proace City comes into flavors, diesel and fully electric. Let's start with the diesel options because, for a lot of businesses, diesel still makes perfect sense, especially if you're covering serious miles every day. You get a choice of 2 1.5-liter diesel engines. There's a 100 horsepower version with a 6-speed manual transmission that's perfect for lighter loads and urban work. And if you need more grunt, there's a more powerful diesel option as well. These engines are proven, efficient, and incredibly reliable. We're talking about Toyota diesel technology here, which has a reputation for just going without drama. But let's be real, the electric version is where the future is, and Toyota knows it. The Proace City Electric is powered by a 50 kilowatt-hour battery that feeds a 136 horsepower electric motor driving the front wheels. And here's the kicker. Toyota has updated the electric drivetrain for 2026, and it now delivers an incredible range of up to 330 kilometers, or about 205 miles on the WLTP cycle. That's a massive 50-kilometer improvement over the previous model for most tradespeople and delivery drivers. That's more than enough to cover a full day's work without even thinking about charging. Speaking of charging, the Proace City Electric supports rapid charging at up to 100 kilowatts. Plug it into one of those DC fast chargers you'll find at service stations, and you can go from 0 to 80% in just 30 minutes. That's basically a coffee break, and you're back on the road. At home or at your business premises with a 7.4 kilowatt wall box, you're looking at about 7.5 hours for a full charge. Toyota also offers an optional 11 kilowatt onboard charger, which cuts the time down to around 4.5 hours if you've got the right charging setup. The beauty of the electric version is zero emissions, which means you can drive into low emission zones without worrying about charges or restrictions, and your running costs are dramatically lower. We're talking about potentially cutting your fuel costs by 75% compared to diesel. The interior is where the 2026 updates really shine. Jump into that GX Plus trim, and you're greeted by a cabin that feels surprisingly car-like. That 10-inch touchscreen dominates the dashboard, and it's super responsive and intuitive to use. You've got your connectivity sorted with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's Bluetooth for hands-free calling. The Proace City can be configured with either 2 individual front seats or a 3-seat bench, depending on whether you need to carry a crew or maximize cargo space. And here's a brilliant feature, the Smart Cargo System. This is an ingenious setup where the outer passenger seat folds flat, And there's a hatch in the bulkhead. This extends your load length by 1.3 meters, which means you can fit things like ladders, pipes, or long timber without having to tie them to the roof. It's these kinds of thoughtful touches that make the Proace City such a practical tool for working people. The area itself is seriously impressive. The short wheelbase version gives you 3.3 cubic meters of space, while the long wheelbase bumps that up to 3.9 cubic meters. Both versions can accommodate those 2 Euro pallets we mentioned earlier. Payload capacity is up to 1 ton, which again is really competitive in this segment. Some rivals can't match that. And the Proace City also has best-in-class towing ability, handling loads of up to 1.5 tons with a brake trailer. That's genuinely impressive for a compact van. Access is easy too, with a loading height that won't destroy your back after a long day. And those wide-opening rear doors make loading bulky items straightforward. Safety is another area where Toyota hasn't held back. The 2026 Proace City comes loaded with Toyota Safety Sense, which is one of the most comprehensive active safety packages in the commercial vehicle segment. You get active and post-collision braking systems, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition with intelligent speed assist, driver attention warning, blind spot detection, and hill ascent and descent control. For businesses, this isn't just about protecting your drivers. It's about reducing insurance costs and keeping your fleet on the road. The top VX trim now includes a reversing camera as standard, which is a huge help in tight urban environments and when you're maneuvering around busy job sites. Now let's talk pricing, because this is where Toyota has really sharpened its pencils. The diesel Proace City starts from just 18,059 euros, which is incredibly competitive. The electric version starts from 21,592 euros. And when you factor in the lower running costs and potential government incentives for electric vehicles, that price difference becomes even smaller. Toyota is also offering really attractive financing options through their leasing program, starting from 130 euros per month for the diesel and 160 euros per month for the larger Proace model, both excluding VAT. They've also got a Kinto 1 renting option starting from 339 euros per month for the Proace City, which includes maintenance and gives businesses a predictable monthly cost. For the electric versions, Toyota is offering 100% subsidized maintenance packages, which massively reduces the total cost of ownership and takes away any uncertainty about running an electric van. How does the 2026 model compare to previous versions? Well, the addition of that GX Plus trim gives you more choice and better value in the mid-range. The updated electric drivetrain with the extended range is a game-changer, making the electric Proace City genuinely viable for businesses that previously would have needed diesel. The upgraded multimedia system brings the van much closer to what you'd expect in a modern passenger car. And those enhanced safety features across the range mean you're getting technology that was previously only available in top trim levels. Toyota has also worked hard on the warranty side. The standard 3-year warranty can be extended up to 10 years or 100,000 miles if you service the van at an authorized Toyota center, which is genuinely class-leading. The battery on the electric version gets an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty, guaranteeing at least 70% capacity. That kind of peace of mind is huge for businesses making long-term fleet decisions. One more thing worth mentioning. Toyota has been absolutely crushing it in the electric commercial vehicle market, in Spain and across Europe. In the first half of 2025, they led electric van registrations, and a big part of that success is down to their strategy of pricing electric and diesel versions very similarly, and providing specialized support through their Toyota professional dealer network. That ecosystem of support, competitive pricing, and subsidized maintenance makes the switch to electric much less scary for businesses. So, who should be looking at the 2026 Toyota Proace City? If you're a tradesperson, a delivery driver, a small business owner, or anyone who needs a compact van that doesn't compromise on space or capability, this is absolutely worth considering. The electric version makes perfect sense if your routes are mostly urban or suburban with relatively predictable daily mileage. You'll save a fortune on fuel, you won't have to worry about emission zones, and you'll be projecting a modern, environmentally conscious image for your business. The diesel versions are still brilliant choices if you're covering higher mileage or need the flexibility of quick refueling. Either way, you're getting Toyota's legendary reliability, which in the commercial vehicle world is worth its weight in gold. The 2026 Proace City is already available at Toyota dealerships across Europe, so if you're in the market for a new van, Go check one out, take it for a test drive, and see how that smart cargo system works. I think you'll be impressed. Alright, that's it for today's video. What do you think about the 2026 Toyota Proace City? Are you team diesel or team electric? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more commercial vehicle news and reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.